On a warm afternoon, sunlight spilled gently across the parking lot of a small red-trimmed diner. It looked like any ordinary day, peaceful, quiet, almost comforting. But in the middle of that calm, something deeply painful was unfolding. An elderly woman, Marina Holt, stood near the entrance, clutching her small purse. Marina was deaf. She couldn't hear their voices, only see their faces, their exaggerated lips, their laughter. And what she felt wasn't kindness. The teens weren't helping her. They circled her, recording videos, mocking her confusion, turning her vulnerability into entertainment. At the center of it all was a boy named Troy Maddox, loud, careless, and desperate for attention. Marina tried to communicate. She gestured softly, trying to explain that she couldn't hear. But her efforts only fueled their amusement. They clapped behind her, laughed harder. They pretended she dropped things she never had. Then, in a careless moment, Troy nudged her. It wasn't violent, but it was enough. Marina lost her balance and fell to the ground. Her fragile hands scraped against the rough pavement. The small meal she had bought rolled away from her reach. She reached out, her fingers trembling not just from the fall, but from something deeper. Pain, humiliation. People watched. Cars passed. No one stepped forward. And then everything changed. A distant rumble broke the silence. At first it was faint like faraway thunder. But it grew louder, stronger, vibrating through the ground. The laughter began to fade as heads turned. Motorcycles. One after another, 9 riders entered the parking lot. They wore black leather vests marked with a simple name, Guardians of Solace. A local group known for quietly protecting those who couldn't protect themselves. At the front was Rogan Bailey, a tall man with a braided white beard and a presence that commanded attention. The moment he saw Marina on the ground, something shifted in his expression. He didn't need to hear anything. Pain speaks louder than sound. Rogan stepped forward, his boots steady against the pavement. The other bikers spread out behind him, forming a silent barrier between Marina and the teenagers. The laughter was gone now. So was the confidence. Troy tried to say anything, but his voice faltered. Rogan didn't respond to him. Instead, he knelt beside Marina. With surprising gentleness, he helped her sit up. He picked up her fallen meal as if it were something precious, something that mattered. Marina looked at him first, confused, then relieved. She felt seen. Not pitied, not mocked. Seen. Rogan stood, his expression now firm as stone, and faced the teens. He didn't shout, didn't threaten, he didn't need to. The silence was enough. Behind him, one of the bikers, Kira Vale, stepped forward and gently helped Marina to her feet. Using sign language, she told her she was safe now. For the first time that day, Marina relaxed. The teenagers slowly backed away, their phones lowered, their laughter replaced by shame. One by one, they left without a word. The power had shifted, not through violence, through presence, through dignity, through quiet strength. Rogan and his group walked Marina inside the diner. The staff, now moved by what they had witnessed, brought her a fresh meal and warm drinks. Kira stayed beside her, signing comforting words. Rogan stood near the entrance, watching over everything, and after a while, Marina smiled. A small, gentle smile, but stronger than before. As she finished her meal, she reached out and held Rogan's hand. She couldn't hear him, but she watched his lips carefully as he made her a promise. "You're not alone." And in that moment, she believed it. Because sometimes, kindness doesn't need to be loud to be powerful. Sometimes, it just needs to arrive.